mini eggs are back in the shops. Easter is upon us, so I had to make a really yummy Easter treat using the Ninja Foodi. So these are my mini egg caramel and shortbread millionaires. They're layered up, they're really tasty, they're not difficult at all to make. You just have to kind of be patient and wait for things to set before you put the next section on, or wait for things to cool. But I promise you, really, really simple, great to make with kids or grandchildren. And of course, they are super, super yummy. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and also subscribe down below. It's free to do so. You just click on that subscribe button. And if you want to turn on the notification bell as well, then YouTube will let you know when I upload another Ninja Foodi recipe. Leave me a comment. Let me know, are you going to give these a try? I think I'm going to be making a second batch because they are going so quickly in my house. They literally last like 5 minutes. And lastly, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great Easter. In my bowl here, I've got some softened unsalted butter, 200 grams. And into there, I'm just going to measure in 100 grams of caster sugar. So let's get that in. Now you can use a food processor, food mixer to cream this together. So you want to combine your butter and your sugar really, really well. It is going to be a bit trickier just doing it in a bowl like this. Obviously you do need to make sure that your butter is fairly soft to be able to get this to come together. But do either way. I was just being a little bit lazy today and not getting out the food processor, but I'm probably going to regret that in a moment, aren't I? So you'll see just at the back there that I have got my Ninja bakeware set tin. So that's part of the bakeware set. It comes as 3 pieces. And I have got the circular tin there. I have just put a little bit of butter around that. And then I've put a parchment circle of paper in the bottom. And that's just so that I know that I can remove this nice and easily. Okay, this has come together really nicely. That is looking great. And then what we do is we sieve in the flour, and then we're going to add a little bit of salt in as well. So let's put the scales back under. Let's grab my plain flour, and I want 275 grams of flour. Just make sure we don't have any lumps. Mix it nice and light. Okay, first bit in. Let's carry on until we've got the right amount. And then we want around half a teaspoon of salt. Always seems weird, but just trust the process. Adding a little bit of salt in really does help and make all the difference. So again, I'm going to get rid of the scales just because we don't need them for now. And this is our shortbread biscuit that we're making. So this is our bottom sections. We're going to bake that first separately, and then we can start layering and building this up. These are quite fun to make with your children. Not too taxing, not too difficult at all. And you can see that is coming together. Now we're going to be adding into this our mini eggs. So it's going to be a nice mini egg shortbread in the bottom. You could put these in whole, but I thought they'd be nice just as smaller pieces running throughout. So I've just put my mini eggs in a bag, and I'm just going to give them a bash with a rolling pin. I think that's the easiest way to kind of break those up. So there's more smaller parts throughout our biscuit. I still definitely want to taste and see the mini eggs, so I haven't gone too mad. And now we can tip those in. Now this doesn't really kind of mix fully like this, but the nice thing with this recipe is that we can basically push this into our baking tin. So I'll tip it in, and then we'll push it down so that it creates our biscuit. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that and how to do that. Okay, so lined tin, let's get it all in. And then all I'm going to do is just use my hands and just push this all in. You can spread the mini eggs out if they've become too many in one area. So just move it around, push it down, get it as flat as you can and as even as you can. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. There's a close-up of that, how that's looking. And of course we need to cook this now. So we need to go to our Ninja and then get this on to bake in a moment. We're just going to give it a little prick with a fork over the top. Obviously it's not quite as easy as your normal shortbread because you've got those pieces of mini egg then just running throughout it, but you can still fork it. Okay, let's move over to the Ninja. So just put that onto the Ninja rack and then that can be lowered into our pot. And I'll get the lid down and let's get baking. So I've been baking this on 160 and that's had 25 minutes and it looks perfect. A nice golden crust. So now I'm going to remove that onto a wire rack. Just let that cool down, probably around half an hour really before we can pour that caramel on. So let's begin with our caramel now. So this is going to be our second layer. We want in the bottom of our pot our unsalted butter, 200 grams, 40 grams of caster sugar, a tin of condensed milk. Let me grab my tin and check. I think they're normally 397 or something random grams. There you go, 397 grams. We want 70 grams of golden syrup and again a little bit of salt. So let's get that all in there and let's get that melted. Okay, ingredients all weighed out. Let's get on to sear and saute. We want like a medium high heat. I don't want to go too high to start with. So let's just get that melting. So we're going to be heating this for about 10-15 minutes, depending on how quickly it all melts. Basically what we're looking for is a nice golden caramel colour and for it to thicken up. Enough so we can then pour that over a lovely biscuit base and then we'll need to leave that to set. So the key thing with the caramel is to keep stirring it the whole time. It will burn on the bottom of your pot if you don't do that. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. So just keep stirring it the whole time until you get that thick golden caramel. I've poured that over my base already, so I'm just waiting for that to set now. But what we're going to do is get some water onto sear and saute. Now you can either use a double boiler. If you haven't got a double boiler, and you've probably seen me use that on other videos because I have got one, you can literally put a bowl on top like this and then the heat will come up and it will melt this chocolate. Now you do need a pretty big bowl for it not to slip into your pot. So whichever is easier for you. Obviously you can use a microwave to melt chocolate as well. But if you do just want to use your Ninja Foodi and maybe you haven't got a microwave, then this is a really simple way to do it. So literally sear and saute, get that water nice and warm underneath, melt this, and then that is our final topping stage, apart from a few extra mini eggs scattered over the top. So my caramel has firmed up. It's not completely solid at this stage, but it is nice and firm for us to be able to put our chocolate on the top. So let's remove the chocolate. Let me just show you that. So that is now nice and liquid. And I'm using a silicone spatula just so that it is nice and easy to be able to smooth that out on the top. Just going to take that off the heat just for a moment, just so it's not quite as hot when it hits that caramel. Right, on with the chocolate. Give that a good scrape out of the bowl. That's 300 grams. And this is the Cadburys mini egg chocolate bar that I have used. So we've got tiny little bits of mini egg that are scattered throughout that chocolate. Now just smooth that out on top. You'll notice that I've put some parchment on the sides. I would strongly suggest you do that from the very start. My error, I really should have done that, but never mind. It is there now, and that's just going to mean that it's just going to be a lot easier for me to get this out in general. So the only downside of making this in the Ninja is obviously we have now got a circular dish rather than squares that we can cut. But it means that we are able to make this in our Ninja. And then you can just decorate it with some mini eggs. So add as many as you like. And they will then set into the chocolate as that hardens. I'm going to go with quite a few on mine. That looks good to me. Now I just need to wait for that chocolate to firm up and set fully. I'm going to put mine in the fridge and that's going to harden, and then we'll be able to release it from this tin. So although this came out of the tin pretty easily because I'd lined it, and definitely remember to line the sides and the bottom, don't make the mistake that I did and then have to add it in. But I think if you had a spring form tin, it would be even easier. But you can see our gorgeous layers there. So we've got that cookie dough, caramel, then the chocolate, and those mini eggs on top. How good does that look? All we've got left to do is to slice into it and give it a try. So just cut into it. Here is a slice. You can see that gorgeous shortbread cookie dough in the bottom, caramel and chocolate, plus all of those mini eggs.